In today's video, we're going to look at double-digit multiplication. We're going to look at the concept, and then we're going to look at the trick. Remember that the trick is what you use in solving real-world math problems. The concept shows you why the trick works, okay? So I'm going to do them simultaneously, which means I'm going to solve the problems at the same time. So first, let's look at the concept. When we're looking at multiplication, remember that our numbers need to be lined up because they're in the place value. Now the 6 and the 2, those are both in the ones place. So the 6 says I have 6 ones, the 2 says I have 2 ones. When I look to the left, I see a 4 and a 3. The 4 shows that I have 4 tens to go with my 6 ones. And then the 3 shows that I have 3 tens to go with my 2 ones. We always start with the lowest place value when it comes to multiplication. So we'll start with the 6 and the 2. So I know that 2 times 6 equals 12. And I'm going to line my 12 up to the correct place value. So my 2 is in the ones place and my 1 is in the tens place. And then I'm going to go back to my 2 here. And I'm going to look at this 4. So what this is saying is that I have 2 ones and I'm multiplying 4 tens. So what that looks like is this, 2 ones, and I know 4 tens equals 40. 10, 20, 30, 40. Because I know that 2 times 4 is 8, I know 2 times 40 is 80. Okay. Now going over to the trick. When I look at 2 times 6 here, again, I know that's 12. Well, I need to keep my 2 in the ones place, so I'm going to put the 2 here. And this 1 here is not a 1 at all. It's actually a 10. And I need to put that over here in the tens place. So now I can multiply my 2 ones with my 4 tens. So 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 more 10 is 9 tens. So it's 92. So if I were to go back to the concept, and if I added my 12 and my 80, I would get 92. And that's why when I do the trick, that's why it's the same value. It's faster, which is why we do the trick. Now I'm going to go back to the concept. I'm going to change colors so you can see how this works. So now I'm going to start with my 3 tens here. When I have 3 tens, that's 30. 10, 20, 30. And I'm going to multiply that against my 6 ones. Well, I know 3 times 6 is 18. So 30 times 6, there's my 18, is 180. And then now I can multiply my 3 tens to my 4 tens. So if I have 3 tens, 10, 20, 30, and I'm multiplying that against 4 tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, okay? I know 3 times 4 is 12. And I have these 2 zeros. So 30 times 40 is 1200. Now I'm going to go back to the trick side. So here I'm starting in the tens place. So I have to put a 0 here as my placeholder. So 30 times 6 is 180. But when we're doing the trick, what we say is 3 times 6 is 18. And I put an 8 here, and I carry my 1 here. Okay? We've already used that 10. So when we're doing the trick, again, 3 times 4 is 12 plus 1 is 13. Okay. When really, it's 30 times 40 plus 1 more 10 is what I'm doing here. Now, if I were to add just the 180 and the 1,200, I would get 1,380. So now we're going to add up both sides and check our work. I'll start with the concept. 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 2. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 8 is 17. 7. I'm going to carry the 1 here. 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. And then I'll bring down the 1. So the product of 46 times 32 using the concept method is 1,472. Now I'm going to go over to the trick. 2 times 0 is 2. Excuse me. Now I'm going to go back to the trick. Remember what I said. I'm going to treat this like it's really in the classroom. I misspoke when I said 2 times 0. What I meant to say was 2 plus 0. 2 plus 0 is 2. 9 plus 8 is 17. Carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. And I bring down my 1. So my product is 1,472. So I get the same product. One method is just faster. And the fast method, the trick method, is great if you understand the value of the numbers and why you're doing what you're doing, okay? If you don't understand why you're doing what you're doing with the trick method, practice with the concept method for a while. And then when you're done with concept, then move over to the trick. Either way, it gets you to the answer.